Hello and welcome to this new version of tutorial 114. In the last version of the program, what I did was created a program that drew various rectangles on a chart with various colors and various transparencies. And a Mockplex customer asked me, well, how would we go about adding text to those boxes? So what I've done, I've added some inputs so that we can add names to these repeating boxes. And rather than go through exactly how those boxes work and how that was developed, you can look at the previous tutorial and I'll leave a link for that. But what I'm going to do is just go through the program and just show you what changes I've made. And actually it's quite simple to make those changes if you already have this program or you want to use this technique for some other purpose. The first thing I did was we need to add some new inputs. So what I've done, since each zone has got a start time, an end time, and then a start time and an end time, what I've done is added two text labels for each zone. And you can see here the zone 1s I've called text11, text12, zone 2 text21, text22, etc. So they're user inputs. The main change that I've done is in the method. Now what we did in the original, or not the original, the last program, was we created a simple method to draw the rectangle. Therefore we could call that multiple times to draw new rectangles without having to include a lot of extra code. So what I've done in this method is just added another input, and I did that by putting a comma after the previously last input, and then I've just added this input string, as you can see here. I've also in the variables created the text label, declared the text label. I've called it zone text label, and then lower down we create the box, decide the color. We add the box into some vectors which we used in the previous, which we actually use in this program, but you can see the way they're used by looking at the previous tutorial, and I'll leave a link for that below. But what we did here was just added a little bit of additional code, and we create the new text label. We say zone text label equals new text label, and then I've set the zone text label text string equal to the str, and if you remember, that is the new input to this method that we included here. And we set the position at start date time, and then just some other information about the font and the color. And what I've done, I've set it the same color as the zone color, and then we add that to the chart by using drawing objects.add. Then we put in the brackets zone text label. So that is the change to the method, but we also need to change our call to the method, and the place where we call this method is down here in the program, and you can see the method draw box, and we already had several inputs there, but what we needed to do is add another input again. So again it would be comma, and then we just put the name of the input, and you can see going from text11, text21, text31, text41, text51, and that is for the first time zone that we go through. And then we go through a very similar process, and that is for the second time zone, except here when we modify the input to, when we modify the call to the method, we just use different inputs, text label inputs. And that really is all there is to it, because the rest of the program stays exactly the same. Okay, well, hopefully this technique might be useful for you, and I'm going to make the program available. If you're not part of the Mockplex email list, then please go to mockplex.com and join the email list, so I can send you a message, or rather an email, whenever I create a new tutorial, quick tip or program. Also think about Gold Pass. And if you enjoyed this video and you're watching it on YouTube, then please click the like and of course subscribe. Thank you very much.